Okay, so this first one, you're planning your morning schedule for next year. These are your options. First hour you can choose from biology, chemistry, art, or geometry. Second hour you have these three choices. Third hour you have those two choices. Now when they ask you questions, if they just ask this, how many possibilities there are, it's a very easy question. So there's there's four choices here, three there, and two there. So to figure this out, you can just go 4 times 3 times 2. 24. Now, when they ask you what are those possibilities,
you got to do your tree.
You either got to do a tree or a list. And again, the list is hard, the tree is easier. So when you do your list, you're going to want to leave some room. The first hour, there's 4 possibilities. So you're choosing here, 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 here. I might even want to spread that out a little more.
Does it have to be the tree you're doing?
No, you could do the list if you wanted, but just remember you're going to have to list 24 things. You're going to have to list biology, band, history, biology, choir, health, biology, English, health, biology, band, history, biology, choir, history, biology. I mean, there's 24 of them if you list them out that way. So, I'll try and, you got to leave some room to put your branches. So you got a choice of biology, chemistry, you can just abbreviate that one, art, and geometry, just GEOM, everyone knows what that is. Then, off of this, so that takes care of first hour, how many branches come off of each one of these now? 3. So we have band, choir, and English.
Can we abbreviate them or not? B, C.
English you can, it's got to be able to know what they're talking about, so I would say band and choir you can't.
You can abbreviate.
E and G for English?
And
Oh, this is really smart.
Same here, dude.
Wait,
I should have listened to Hendrickson and made it bigger.
question, if we do that, do we have to actually like light them out too?
If you, what now?
If we do the tree, we also have to like write them out? No, you just type them up.
Yeah, it should look like this. Nope, because we still have third hour to do. Now, if you run out of space, you can do these on the back of the paper too if you want. So, I've got to have 2 more branches off of each of these now.
So if you do HE and HI?
History, you could go HIS. And then health, we can just go H for health then.
I should have listened one bigger. God. So
We're
bad.
moving it too small too.
Oh, nuts.
Jesus. Is your Lord and Savior.
Mason, you should just stop talking.
Mason, you should keep talking.
Yeah, Mason.
Preach, brother.
Too much, too much.
That wasn't enough, Joey.
Can you be
Keep going.
quiet, please? Thanks.
Sorry, Anna. Quiet, thanks.
Oh, yeah, we're not like Mason. We're not gonna do it.
Want to get shorter, at least I pass in my classes.
So, there we listed all the possibilities when they say what are your possibilities, and then we answered it right here. There's 24. The problem too is doing the same thing with your afternoon classes. So again, if you want to flip it over and do it on the back or on a separate piece of paper, you can grab some paper up there. Because here there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 choices. So your first branch is going to have 5. And then there's 1, 2. And then there's 1, 2, 3. And then there's another branch of just 1.
60.
Wait, so you still multiply by 1?
Well, yeah, 5 times 2 times 3 times 1.
Oh.
Do we have to do these like this part right?
Yep, because it asks here what are the possible schedules, so you'd have to do either a list again, which you can, or this.
Back
which is easier. You could use the back.
Do we have
if it-
to answer the which method do students prefer?
Yeah, like
Find
the bottom
sample space,
question.
why?
We already did this discussion. Which method do we prefer to find the sample space? We kinda answered it. Tree, so you don't need to do that. So, these you do have to answer. Now, we don't have to do the last one because we'll have it in there.
So this, two.
No, actually, we don't have to answer these.
Alright.
Oh, good.
Because all your answer will be in here. So, let's find some abbreviations for this. Civics, you could just have
C.
CI.
Oh, P.
Phi Ed is PE.
S.
Student Aid, SA.
A.
A.
C-O-M.
Computing, is there any other C's?
Yeah.
No.
Just the civics, so you can just have C for computer. Algebra 2, you could have A, you can just put A2. American history, AH. Foods, F. Spanish, S. German, G. As long as you don't have any of the same. And then the last one is study hall, SH.
I.
So you can just use those letters. And then remember, when you're done, it'll just be half a sheet with 2 problems on it. Grab this and then finish it and hand it back in. It's the homework problems. Again, you can put your answers on the back of this if you want, if there's no room. What? Oh. Yeah, go grab it. In the corner.
Shut up. Ding-a-ling.
Mason, everyone pick up their hand. Mason,
Ding-a-ling.
Mason,
What?
everyone, paper for hand. You can do it. You want s-
Mason, why do you stink with sweat?
He's sweaty.
You're probably smelling yourself, Graham. Probably am.
Oh,
Wait, why do you smell like dill pickles?
You were right next to me.